Hey, W7 Live, we are back live. We have a special guest on the video chat with us here. It's Brad Fisher, the head coach, or I'm sorry, general manager for the Wisconsin Glow, and also the head coach of UW Oshkosh. Coach, thanks for making a few minutes and joining us. Appreciate having you. Can you hear me all right? And now we freeze up. We had him. Oh, there he is. There you are. Can you hear me? All right, coach.
Coming in and out.
All right, how about this?
I hear you.
Okay. Hey, Coach, thanks for taking a few minutes. Appreciate it. Good to see you. And hey, good first half for the Glow. All the talk about St. Louis not having Rebecca Harris and not having this and not having that. And, we just go out and play basketball.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the team today. It's a little weird being this far away, knowing how big of a game it was. And everyone asked, what it's like being the general manager and if it's different being on the sideline. And to this point, since I was always pretty much there, it didn't feel different. Today, there's definitely some butterflies here watching them on the stream, but really proud of them. There was plenty of excuses for the first time, and I'd say no one's ever got all their players. We don't have Gabby Ortiz today either.
Right.
Angela Rodriguez, and you play with who you got. And I'm proud of our team. They showed up today and played a great first half.
Well, great first half by Jolene. Great first half. Again, it's the same thing that we always say. You can't concentrate on one of these players because you can't leave any of them. Randy was saying during the broadcast, like, hey, we got to get a hand in Julie White's face. Well, yeah, and Taylor's, and Jolene's, and Allie's, and everybody's.
Yeah, I'm really proud of our depth. Obviously, putting the roster together, we had our wish list, and hopefully we get half of them, and we almost got all of them, and from game to game to be able to cover when people are gone or on vacation or whatever they've got on their schedule, and when Dan's putting in Allie and Marin the first sub, and those are players that would are all league players probably in this league if they're playing for anyone else, and still might be, but our depth is a challenge for people, and I thought we did a really good job defensively the first half. They scored 100+ points last week against Flint. To hold them to 30, whatever they're at right now. I'm proud of that. There was great activity defensively. We need to rebound a little better, but I'm really proud of our team, and it's been a lot of fun to watch. And, we've got shot makers.
Oh.
We keep telling people, come watch it because they are fun to watch. They put the ball in the hoop, and this isn't probably the best version of us even yet.
Yeah, and this isn't your father's women's basketball team. I mean, this is a modern. They run. They're superb athletes. They could challenge a lot of men's teams. This team could. I really believe that. And I thought that they would get more of a challenge here from the Surge in this first half. And I mean, does this kind of really cement this team as the favorite in the GWBA? I mean, I have to believe it does.
I hope so. I mean, I really felt this was our toughest challenge. We actually, we have to go back there again, obviously, in a couple weeks. And, Flint has a couple extra players. And going on the road is just tough in general. This is not, you're not driving 20 minutes away to some team from, your high school.
Right.
From college 2 hours away. You're on the road for 7 hours and going to a place you haven't been and all those things. So, again, the good part about our team is they've all done it. Whether it's been in college, internationally, this is nothing for them.
Right. I was going to say, I mean, this, yeah.
Go down there and play as well as it did.
For sure. I mean, this is old hat for them. I mean, Allie played in Ireland, and I mean, they've all played everywhere. So I mean, hey, going to St. Louis is no big deal. And they're showing it. They came ready to play, and I thought maybe there'd be a bit of a letdown today, but I don't see that at all. And in fact, I'm kind of worried. And maybe you should be thanking me in a way, just because I told Jess last week that if they got 100 points at the next game, I'd bring them tacos, and maybe bringing tacos tomorrow before the Indianapolis game.
Yeah, I've been waiting. Offensively, we've had, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. We've had some games where, we've had bad quarters or bad halves where we just haven't hit shots. That was not the issue today, and I thought they did a great job executing. I think Dan and Lauren and Mark are doing a really good job. Obviously, we talked a lot before we got this started. It's different for all of us. 24-second shot clock. What do you run? We all coach college at 30, and it's just a different game, and obviously you trust professionals to make a lot of decisions and do a lot of stuff quick. So the shots they're creating today, and I get a kick out of their announcer being impressed with some of our plays, and yes, it's they're impressive, but at the same time we've seen it now for the last month and a half. So I think that part's been fun, and I'm really proud of them again going on the road and just playing really solid.
Well, and that was my next question to you. And I know that we really would like to see a lot more games, but the ones that have been there, I mean, we're almost getting a little spoiled already. Like like we expect this team to put up 90 to 100 points every game, and I was thinking about it today. I'm like, if this team were to lose to the Surge, I would be just completely shocked if that happened, because I think they look just unbeatable, and maybe that's just naive on my side, but because a lot of work goes into it. But I mean, they just look fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basketball's a hard game because the ball's got to go in the hoop. You can run great stuff. You can have a lot of talent. In one game scenarios, the ball's still got to go in to get your points. I think, my fear, Ben, is going on the road. And again, this is you and I talking to our goal people, but you worry when you go on the road about the travel. You worry about the officiating. You worry about some of those things that can actually affect the game that people don't think about. But we just got the part about us is we got professionals, and they know how to handle their business, and we're so deep in that sense that you just keep coming and we're really in it. I told the players this week because we got to make some tough decisions. When we get to playoff time, we're going to have to narrow the roster to 12 solid. And the challenge for us with all of our talent is we're trying to raise the level of minor league women's basketball. And everyone asked about last week with Chicago and things like that, and the blowout. And we're trying to make other teams raise to our level. If we can get a league where there's 6, 8 teams with the talent that we have, people will come out to watch because there's not many better products in the country. I think right now, if there's 12 WNBA teams, we've got the 13th best women's basketball team in the country. So, we're trying to get everyone else to have to come up to our level. And so, it's important for us to go on the road and show who we are. And I'm proud of our team. And I mean, again, I go back to the start of the year. You put Jolene Anderson, Sam Logic, Taylor Works, the Green Bay players, put all them on a team, people should come out to watch.
No question.
This is fantasy basketball and basketball, and I just think people are missing the boat if they don't come see us this summer. You add Gabby Ortiz back to that mix. We've got Janelle playing again tomorrow, so I just think people are missing an opportunity to see the best that Wisconsin's ever seen in women's basketball. And I'm proud of the team we have, and they carry themselves so well. They play so hard, and they do things the right way. And I hear everyone complaining that the NBA or whoever doesn't play the right way. We've got it.
Yes.
So I hope people come see it. And time's running out. We're down to I think 4 home games tomorrow. We've got 2 next weekend. We got 1 in July, and then we're going to host the playoffs. And,
that's it.
Pretty soon, year one's going to be over. So I hope people come and take advantage of the opportunity.
Well, and to that point, and we've talked about this, you and I have, there's been a lot of talk about wanting, professional women's basketball in the state, and we have that now. And not only do we have it, it's an elite team. And just from talking to Mr. Pierce and the leadership at the MNA, I mean, they're making a commitment to this organization, to this program, and now it's our turn. So I mean, they've done their part. Now it's our turn, and our turn. I'm talking to the girls basketball community in the state of Wisconsin. It's our turn now to show them that when they say they're going to do it, will you commit to it? That we actually do that. So we have to follow through on our commitment, saying, hey, if they bring a team here, will we support it? Now is the time we got to show that we do support it.
Yeah, this has to be Wisconsin's team. I mean, and that's it's part of why we've went to Racine, to Green Bay. We've tried to stretch the state to get the best of the best, and I want to be able to go get the next best players from Wisconsin next year and 5 years from now. And those players are in high school right now, or those players are just starting college. And I know you're going to talk to some of the fathers tomorrow, Taylor's and Marin's, but I need dads and families thinking, my daughter's an 8th grader, she can play for the Globe someday.
For sure.
And I think that's really what we're trying to get across. We talk about the role models and all those things. But if we're going to grow women's basketball and we're going to make professional women's basketball, a viable entertainment option for people, we need to support it at the start. And, we need to get people out, and Greg Pierce and the group at the arena have invested, in this.
Yes.
They're paying these players well. They're taking care of them. They're treating them like professionals, which is, as a women's basketball coach, that's what you ask. That, they're not second class. They're treating them like the G League team, and they're doing all those things. They've got all the touches, and, all those things I think were extremely important for us in building this team. And, now they're putting the product on the floor. To me, there's no reason why we don't come out and support it and continue to grow this thing. St. Louis has averaged, at times 2,000 fans a game, and obviously they draw from a bigger area and have a lot more people right there in St. Louis. But we're proving today we've got the better team. So, if you want to see high-level basketball, we've got it.
And I get sick of this garbage that I hear from people like, well, it's clear up in Oshkosh. For God's sake, it's not that far. I drive it 2 to 3 days a week. I make it from Economowoc to Oshkosh in an hour. I mean, it's not that far. It's a quick drive up there. It's an hour and a half, 2 hour game, and boom, you're back on the road again. I mean, it's not like going to the Packers. I mean, it's way easier than that. I mean, it's an easy drive, and the arena is very, very conveniently located. So no excuses. I'm not putting up with any excuses on this on why you can't come up to a game. Come up and watch these guys play. And I'm telling you, do it one time and you're going to be hooked, because I don't have to do any of this stuff today, but I'm just addicted to this team and love watching them play.
Yeah, and it's one of the things I always say when people say, "Why Oshkosh for you?" Like, it's easy to get to. I live in Oshkosh. I can go to Milwaukee to recruit, Madison to recruit, Green Bay to recruit. You can make all those trips. I got to the Bucks games in an hour and 20 minutes from the playoff. So, if you live in Milwaukee, because I've seen a couple people have hit up our Twitter saying you should play a game in Milwaukee, and I say you should come to Oshkosh.
Absolutely.
We've got a great arena. We've got great giveaways. We've got a great atmosphere. It's an hour and 20-minute drive. Even if we play a night game, you're back by 10:30. They're signing out. They're doing all the things. So, I really hope, and I appreciate all you do, especially in the Milwaukee area. And, we try to get Milwaukee players to see and all those things to draw people. And, we're excited for tomorrow. It's our first day game, so we'll see, if that affects the crowd at all. And I know there's a lot of tickets out. Father's Day, people get a free ticket. Fathers get a free ticket. Take advantage. And koozies tomorrow. We try to do all the little things to make it a big deal. And we've got Janelle McCarville. This might be Janelle's last game with us, so.
And we posted a bunch of.
2 minutes together.
We posted a bunch of stuff about Janelle. I mean, you can watch the live stream, but you got to see her play in person. I mean, she is unbelievable to watch.
Yeah, Janelle was the mayor of Oshkosh for a night last week, out in the arena. Just her charisma, the way she plays. She came out early from halftime to high five all the people along courtside, and this is a WNBA champion, one of the best players, maybe the best player in the history of Wisconsin. I think the most decorated career when you
yes
the WNBA championship. So you need to take advantage. Come bring your daughters to see one of the best players in the history of NCAA women's basketball and WNBA champion. Those players don't walk through Wisconsin every day. So take advantage tomorrow. We've got a lot of great deals. We're going to put on a show again. They're going to get home real late tonight. I see the second half is starting up, but they're going to get home really late tonight, and they're going to be ready to go. I promise that.
Well, we're looking forward to welcoming them home tomorrow. We want all of you guys there to help support them and to be loud and proud for our Glow as they come home. Coach, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the second half, and we'll see you tomorrow up in Oshkosh. Go Glow.
Yep. Thanks, Gary. We'll see you tomorrow.
You betcha. Brad Fisher, the GM for the Glow, joining us as our halftime guest. We're going to get back to the game here. Just started the second half, 62-35 in favor of the Glow in this at halftime. So we're just starting in 62-37 right now, 9:20 to go third quarter. We'll get Randy back on here on the broadcast, and you're watching the Glow.
Couldn't get it. Nickerson the other way for Wisconsin. Here's White down the lane. Up and good. Julie White has 11 for Wisconsin. Here's Gilday, left side, to the elbow, down the lane, stutter step, layup, attempt, no good. Here comes Wisconsin the other way now. This is Logic, spin move in the paint, off the glass, and good with the left hand. Sam Logic now has 6 for Wisconsin. Carter, left wing, guarded by Wirtz. To Butler, top of the key. Finds Belloc down low. Glass and good. Christy Belloc, good find by Butler. Good finish by Belloc. Logic now, over the shoulder pass, wide open, on the baseline for two. That was too easy. 13 points for Wisconsin, for a wideout for Wisconsin. Harris now right wing, finds Butler down low, posting up Wida, and she shot over Wida, no good, quickly. Baseball pass to Wirtz the other way for Wisconsin. She'll fire a three, good. Taylor Wirtz now has 16. The Wisconsin Glow putting it on the surge here this afternoon. 71-39 under 8 to play.
71-39.
There's the Butler top of the key. Butler to Gilday. Gilday bounce pass to Belloc. Off her hand, no good. Here comes Logic the other way. Logic into the front court. To the corner. Jolene Anderson. Three is short. Rebound by Gilday, fouled by Anderson.
I was talking to Coach Fisher before we came on camera, and I mentioned about the article that the Surge had put out about how they did them all their players, and that they were gonna get revenge on us since they're gonna be at full strength today. Coach Fisher, being the women's basketball coach that he is, made sure that Coach Carey, the players, got a copy of that and were able to see that in pregame this morning. So may have had something to do with the score so far. 71-39 Glow.
Step back floater is good at the left elbow for Rebecca Harris. Nice shot there. 11 for the veteran. This is Logic. Spin move down the lane. Now found Wida. Wida down low to Wirtz along the baseline. Couldn't find Anderson. Surge basketball. They get a turnover. Hoping to cut into this 30-point advantage. 71-41 Glow. Gilday will bring the ball up for the Surge, left to right, here at the Fieldhouse at Washington University. What a fantastic venue. We talk about it every week. Gilday, left wing, stutter step, trying to beat Wida, can't do it. Back out to Harris, left wing, guarded by Anderson. So far, Jolene Anderson has had the better of this matchup. Harris, step back jumper, no good. And
Shot clock violation.
Trey Brooks, we mentioned, checked in from Vallejo, California. Started every game her senior season for Tennessee Tech. Led the team her senior year in rebounds per game, 6.3, and she was second in scoring, averaging 11 per game. Taylor Wirtz, three-pointer is short. Brooks with the rebound. She's fouled. Looks like it'll be number 21, Jessica Lindstrom. That's Lindstrom's first foul. Kelsey McClure returns to the game for the Surge. She checks in for Carter. As Duez Henderson is trying to find the right mix for the Surge here today. And so far, it's just been all Wisconsin Glow. The Surge haven't led since Butler hit 2 baskets early in the game on the Surge first 2 trips down the floor. Belloc off the glass and good. She backed down Lindstrom. Good, strong move in the paint for Belloc. She now has 11. Lindstrom, right wing, guarded by Belloc. Found Anderson coming around, and Jolene Anderson makes them pay. She now has 18. Gilday into the front court to Harris now. Harris running the offense, top of the key, works off the screen. Anderson catches up with her, but now she dribbles down the lane, and we're going to get a foul called on Jolene Anderson, working on Trey Brooks. Away from the ball, Anderson's second personal. 3rd team foul of the half called on the Glow. Gilday will inbound far side, wearing those pink shoes. She gets it to Harris. Back to Gilday. Gilday, top of the key, pulls it out. Now dribble drive, knocked away by Wirtz. Here comes Wirtz the other way for Wisconsin into the front court. Wirtz to Logic. Logic down low for Lindstrom. Working on McClure. Found Wirtz driving. And a reach. Nope, 3-second violation called on the Glow. Surge basketball. 5:04 to play 3rd quarter. Wisconsin trails. Check that. Wisconsin leads 73-43. Gilday into the front court for St. Louis, guarded by Logic. Beats her off the dribble now. Shovel pass to McClure coming around. Lost it. She lost control of the dribble, tried to do too much. Lindstrom grabbed it, handed it to Wida. Wida down the lane for Wisconsin, off the glass, too strong. Poked back to Anderson now for three.
Boom.
Jolene Anderson, they're going to say that's a 2 from Jolene Anderson. She now has 20, 75, 43, Wisconsin.
Rebecca Harris, I think you're giving up the player of the week to Jolene next week.
Fires it to the right corner, and Nikki Gilday buries the 3. Good shot there by Gilday. She now has 11. Here's works into the front court for Wisconsin. Far side, behind the back dribble. Down the lane, kicks it to the corner. Logic for 3.
Boom.
Buries it. This Wisconsin Glow team just doesn't miss. They shot 64% in the first half from the field. They continue the hot streak here in the second half. 78-46 is the score. If you want to interact with Surge fans during home and away games, follow the Surge at STL Surge. Captures photos and videos and share with others in the arena, as well as those following on social media or watching the game at home.
Here's a little commercial of our best Steph Kostowitz impression.
Whatever you want.
My best Steph?
Yeah, your best Steph impression.
Well,
Here we
then,
go.
well, okay. Okay, first of all, where's Steph? Because we have to like roll our pants up super high. Like, what else does she do?
I don't know.
Oh my God, great job, girl. Great job.
Great
Seriously.
job.
Like, seriously, you're just so good. Seriously, thank you.
Could you do her?
78-46. It's all Glow. As we come to the end of the third quarter, I promised the Glow players if they got 100 points that we'd bring them tacos. I was expecting that would be tomorrow. Tomorrow's game looks like I'll be bringing them with me tomorrow on the way up to Oshkosh. I think they're going to hit 100 today against the Surge. 78-46, still in the third quarter. I believe there's about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Big thanks to Coach Fisher joining us at halftime to talk Glow basketball. And again, I just echo his comments that we'd love to see a big crowd tomorrow to welcome the team home. Great win today, and moving to 6-0. Unless something crazy happens here in the last quarter and a third. So make plans to come out, bring Dad. Free ticket for Dad tomorrow. He gets in free with the purchase of any ticket. So bring him tomorrow. Let's show him some great women's basketball in our state. Now back to Randy and the game.
Including men's and women's. There's an offensive foul. No. Charge called on LeClaire. She ran over Marina Laramie. Or they're going to call it on Laramie. I thought she called an offensive foul, but they called it on Marina Laramie. Interesting. It was an offensive foul, but she didn't have the basketball. Crocker over to Lindstrom for 3. That ball is short, and McClure gets the rebound. She's going to quickly bring it into the front court for Gilday. The Surge need to hurry. They had a lot of points to make up here in this third quarter. Laramie to Harris, top of the key. Harris around the defense, takes the shot. Now gets it back to Brooks. Brooks to Laramie at the elbow. Laramie, turnaround. Got it to Gilday, to Harris. Under 5 on the shot clock. Harris crossed over off the glass and no good. Rebound. 5.
You guys, they've got a 32-point lead, and they're still making the other team run out the shot clock, getting shot clock violations. If you watch the defense, they have not let up 1 iota from the beginning of this game. You would never know it's a 32-point lead. That's just how these players play. And coaches, high school coaches, this is a great opportunity. Bring your kids up and let them watch these girls play. I mean, they'll be up 60 tomorrow, and you will not see them take one play off. They are working nonstop. It's worth the admission just for your players to see. When we talk about playing relentless defense, this is what we mean.
The Wisconsin Glow. So Harris will inbound for the Surge. 3:15 to play, third quarter. Gilday far side. Works against Crocker. Now a fall away jumper, no good. This time a good shot there by Gilday. Great defense here from Wisconsin. Quickly in the front court, Crocker right wing. By Brooks, gets it to Works. Works to LeClaire. LeClaire top of the key, working against Gilday. Back out to Anderson.
Boom.
Anderson buries another three. She now has 23 points for Wisconsin. Harris to McClure far side. To Harris, top of the key, guarded by Crocker, gets it to Gilday. Gilday to Laramie down in the post. That's going to be a foul called on Lindstrom. Marina Laramie had position, and Lindstrom hooked the arm, and so that's a foul every day of the week. Koskowitz checks in for Wisconsin, and Nakia Bell checks in, the three-time state champion at Incarnate Word, Iowa State her freshman year, and then finished up 3 years at SIUE on the career list for assists. Caleb McGee is called for an offensive foul, a legal screen called on McGee, and it's 81-46 Glow, and they have the basketball. Harris, Bell, McClure, McGee, and Laramie in the game for SI, or check that for St. Louis. Kia, of course, from SIUE, so I see her on the floor. I was going to say SIUE. Ball handed off the works and reaching in his McClure. Looks like a jump ball. Good deep.
Crocker, Kostowitz, Anderson, LeClaire, and Wirtz in for Wisconsin right now.
McClure 5'9". Taylor Wirtz 6 feet. Let's see who can jump higher. And it is Wirtz. Rebecca Harris ran it down for the surge. Shielding Anderson as she goes. Finds McGee for three. Michaela McGee buries three for the surge. Wirtz in the front court now, back dribble. Leclerc top of the key, finds Koskowitz with a nice spin move down low. That was mismatch. Koskowitz made a pay. He now has 4 for Wisconsin. Here's Harris now guarded by Anderson. Laramie setting the pick, nothing doing. Nakia Bell now dribbles at the top of the key. Hands it off to McClure, coming around. Baseline McClure, pinned down, got it to Bell. Bell takes the shot. Now she'll fire up a three. Nakia Bell.
She didn't call a glass on that.
Nakia Bell for 3 for the serve.
You got to call that. Boom, answer.
She now has 19. Harris quickly ahead. McGee for 3. Short. Rebound there by Koskowitz.
Wirtzy wasn't going to allow that to go on. She was going to answer.
Down low, looking for Koskowitz. She couldn't get around McGee, so Aaron pass, serves basketball.
What do I love about this Glow team? They are just the ultimate competitors. You come down and make a three, you better have your big girl pants on the other end, because there's a three ball going to get fired up by somebody. And Taylor Wirtz was that somebody.
For the scoreboard. Or in front of the scores table, excuse me. But it's going to stay with Wisconsin. They're going to say it was a tip. Wow. I didn't see a tip at all. Moten now in the game for the Glow.
Got Kostowitz. Or that. That works too.
Jolie Anderson with 26 for the Glow. McGee pulls up, hands it to McClure. McClure to Nakia Bell, top of the key for the surge, guarded by Leclerc. Dribbles between the legs, works off the pick. Now, pass to Laramie. Back to Nakia Bell, pass to space. Nakia Bell missed the three, no good, grabbed by Anderson. Comes Jolene Anderson the other way. That ball is stolen by Michaela McGee. Here comes McGee, all the way to the glass. Up and foul by Anderson. Anderson will go to the free throw line. Check that McGee with the free throw line. That's Anderson's third foul. So Anderson with the bad pass, McGee with the steal, and then Anderson fouled McGee on her way to the basket. Kayla McGee started her career at Missouri State as a sophomore, averaged 4.9 points per game, 4.1 rebounds. Transferred to George Mason. Free throw good. Didn't play at George Mason. And then her senior year at Florida Gulf Coast University, she played in 35 games. Hit 35% of her three-point shots. Shot 59% from the field. her senior year in 2017. There's a rebound there by the Surge. This is McClure. The 5 to play third quarter. Rose up a prayer at the buzzer, no good. That was not a great shot. No foul called, and Coach Henderson can't believe it. So the Surge head in the fourth quarter down 88-53. What a fantastic game here by the Wisconsin Glow. I mean, it's been a tough game for the Surge, for sure, but you gotta give credit where credit's due. Glow are really good. They're showing it off here today. Joey Anderson was 26, leading the way. Taylor Wirtz has 19. 10 points for Julie Whiteout. Check that. They've done 13 for Whiteout. 9 for Save Logic. 7 for Allie LaCour.
Claire.
Moten with 6. 8 players scoring today for Wisconsin. And for the Surge, it's been a tough game. 88-53 is the score. Tough shooting day. And they're playing against a very athletic and good defense in the Wisconsin Glow, who come in undefeated and are about to beat the Surge for the second time this year if the Surge don't have a absolutely epic fourth quarter.
I'm not seeing that
They are
happening.
down 35 points. And it would be an epic quarter if the Surge came back to win this game. Kayla McGee, I was talking about earlier, she was an all-conference basketball player for Pattonville here in St. Louis for 3 years. Soccer all-conference player for 4 years at Pattonville, and 4 years of softball for Pattonville. All-conference, all 4 years. So a 3-sport star here locally. Michaela McGee, one of the greatest athletes in Pattonville history. Foul was called on Allie LeClaire. McGee will inbound. Fourth quarter's underway. Lenny Lerma to McClure. McClure has some space. Fires up a 16-footer. No good. Long rebound. Tracked down by McClure. Got it to Lerma. Lerma had to put down the dribble. Now Nakia Bell rainbows a 3. I've watched Nakia Bell play at Carnet Word. I watched her play firsthand at SIUE as SIUE's public address announcer. And I'm now watching her here for the Surge, and I can tell you, if she gets hot from three-point range, it is fun to watch. And Crocker buries the 3, her first 3 points for Wisconsin, 91-56 now. The Glow lead. Surge going left to right, fourth quarter, trailing by 35. There's Nakia Bell off the dribble. Gets pinned down there by Moten, comes back out, one-handed pass to Lerma. Lerma to Bauman. Bauman on the baseline for McClure. McClure with a floating pass to Lerma. Back to Bell for 3. She fires it up. Nakia Bell is strong there. And a long rebound tipped to number 20. That is Gabby Bronson. Bronson down low. Got it stolen by McClure the other way. The Surge have numbers. McGee fouled. She'll go to the line. Alex Cohen credited with the foul. That's her first. And McGee to the free throw line. McGee is 1 for 2 today. 91-56 the score, 8:38 to play, fourth quarter. At Pattonville High, as we talked about McGee, one of the greatest athletes ever to go through Pattonville. She might be the best athlete to ever go through Pattonville High School. Earning all conference accolades for 3 years in basketball, 4 years in soccer, and 4 years in softball. I'd be hard pressed. I don't know the history of Pattonville High School, but I have to say that it's highly doubtful that anyone has gone through Pattonville High School in 4 years and been all conference in 3 sports. 4 years for 2 of them and 3 years in another. That is, by my math, 11 all conference selections in 4 years in high school. 3-second violation in the lane. Surge basketball. She's Pattonville's career leader in points in basketball, 1,647. Rebounds, 852, and steals, 411. Still talking Michaela McGee, just a glitzy high school record, and she had some good numbers in college as well. Bauman to McGee, far side. McGee guarded by Bronson. Bronson has her pinned. Great defense. Really good defense there by Gabby Bronson. And McGee's called with the travel.
Welcome to the party, Gabby.
Bronson, the forward from Wisconsin Parkside. A 6-footer. Has been playing in England for 2 years as a pro. She was the 2015 GLVC, that's the Great Lakes Valley Conference D2 Player of the Year for Wisconsin Parkside. This is Alex Cohen down the lane to Moten, high off the glass, no good. Ball tipped out by Lerma. It'll stay with Wisconsin. 7:41 to play, fourth quarter. The Glow in control throughout, leading 91-57 here against the Surge. Alex Cohen gets the inbound and finds Crocker. Crocker left McGee in the dust. And Marin Crocker now has 6. McClure to Lerma to Bell. Bell will fire up a 3. Nakia Bell strong. Rebound there by LeClaire. Here comes LeClaire the other way for the Glow. Hallie LeClaire. Cross-court pass to Crocker. Finds Bronson. Bronson to LeClaire for 3. Missed. McGee can't get the rebound, but it's knocked out of bounds by Bronson. It will go back to the Surge, who trail 93-57. What a day in St. Louis, though. If you are a St. Louis native, you've certainly, or a St. Louis fan, you've certainly heard about the St. Louis Blues winning the Stanley Cup for the first time in 52 years, their first time in franchise history. Bauman. Ball is blocked from behind by Alex. Stay with the Surge. And the Blues Parade was downtown in St. Louis today, and what an atmosphere it was. Easily 100,000 people down there, and I'd say it's probably closer to 200,000 or 300,000.
Good gracious.
Down Market Street in St. Louis as the Surge try to score here at the shot clock buzzer. Nakia Bell buries another. She now has 9. I told you before, if she gets hot from three-point range, it's going to be fun to watch. Bronson down low, ball tipped away. Here's Moten far side for the Glow. Posting up Crocker, trying to back down her defense.
Nice.
Now to Bronson down the line.
And one.
Gabby Bronson's first 2 points for Wisconsin. She'll go to the line to shoot free throws. Or should I say free throw? Foul was called on Sydney Bauman, her second. Talking about the parade in downtown St. Louis today. Watching those Blues players get out of their cars and trucks and walking around with the Stanley Cup, letting the fans touch it and kiss it and signing autographs. I mean, the Blues players really own this town now. And then the rally that followed was a who's who of Blues alumni and front office members and current Blues players. Just so happy to bring the Stanley Cup to St. Louis. What an event here today in downtown St. Louis. And then to be able to turn around and come here and watch St. Louis Surge basketball. What a day. Surge having a rough day, trailing 96-60. Timeout on the floor called by the Surge with 6:02 to play. And it's been all Wisconsin today, 96-60. From the time Jaleesa Butler hit the first basket to make it 2-0, the Glow basically have led throughout. And what a game it's been.
Stick around following the game. We're going to try to get Jolene Anderson on the line and talk about the big victory today for the Glow. A few minutes left in this one. We'll get back to Randy in the game. It's 96-60, and we promised the Glow players if they got 100, we'd get them tacos. So we'll be bringing tacos tomorrow to the Glow. So watch the end of this, and then we'll see if we can get Jolene on the line after. You're watching Glow Basketball.
Build some momentum for their next game. Kia Bell trying to find a spot to shoot under 2 until the shot clock buzzer goes off, and that's off Sydney Bauman's hands. It'll go back to Wisconsin. They lead by 36. Rough day for the Surge. LeClure into the front court, dribbling with the left hand. Now gets it to number 2. That's Marin Crocker. Crocker found LeClaire streaking underneath, but she missed the layup. McGee with the rebound. Letty Lerma had it stolen. This is Bronson. She's just going to go ahead and take the shot.
Gabby!
Everything falling for the Wisconsin Glow here today.
They're just nervous because they know they're getting close to 100 points on those tacos.
Kicked away by LeClaire. It'll stay with St. Louis. Marina Laramie back into the action for the Surge. Laramie, Bauman, Bell, McClure, and McGee in the game.
Who gets the 100th point? My prediction is Allie LeClaire. We'll see. I'm going to predict Allie getting the 100th point. Here we go.
Here comes Wisconsin the other way. Bronson pulls up at the free throw line. Now finds Crocker. It's tipped out of bounds by Marina Laramie. It'll stay with the Glow. Under 5 to play. 98-60 Wisconsin. This Power Up Pink game, the title sponsor today, Siteman Cancer Center in the house. What a great partner here for the Surge. Allie LeClaire to Crocker. Crocker guarded by Laramie. Now we'll just go ahead and fire up the 3, and she hits it. That right there should sum up what Wisconsin has been able to do. Crocker just waiting for a pass.
Marin Crocker. And it's tacos for the Glow.
It's been that kind of day for the Wisconsin Glow. Now Bell, guarded by Crocker, bounce pass top of the key to Bauman, who fires up a 3. That's well short. Moten with the rebound. And here comes...
Here you go, Glow. Get ready tomorrow. We're bringing these to you.
Ball's tipped away, but lands in the hands of Crocker. Crocker brings it out, right wing. Drives past Laramie, off the glass, no good, but Laramie gets the rebound, and here comes St. Louis. McGee quickly into the front court. Will take it herself. She's fouled by number 34, Marissa Quick. And McGee will go to the free throw line. McGee has 5 points here this afternoon. She'll shoot free throws. For Quick, her first foul. Has no points this afternoon. McGee hit the first. Now attempting the second. Koskowitz back in. Koskowitz for Crocker. It's Bell, McClure, McGee, Laramie, and Brooks on the floor for St. Louis to close out this one. 4 minutes to go. It's 101-62 in favor of Wisconsin. The Glow putting it on the Surge here today. Down low is Quick, bounced out of bounds. If I know one thing about this Surge team, they'll bounce back. They'll be all right. A lot of talent on this team. Too much talent for a deficit like this. And they'll be back playing very hard-nosed, very aggressive, and very good basketball.
I'm sure they will. You said that last time, though, and said you were going to get revenge on the Glow today.
The game, of course, is June 29th, 3:05 tip, and then Sunday, June 30th, also a 3:05 tip. So make sure you get your tickets at metrotix.com. You can go to stlsurgebasketball.com for details on how to purchase tickets. Quick with the foul. Surge basketball far side. It'll be inbounded by Nakia Bell. Bell with 9 points here in the second half. She's drained 3 threes. McClure to McGee. Fake the 3. Now will take a shot, and she's fouled by Bronson. She'll go to the free throw line.
Again, look at the defense. You're under 3:29 left. It's 101-60. and you would think it was 61-60 the way the Glow are playing defense. It is just fantastic.
Score is 101-62 in favor of Wisconsin. McGee's first shot is good. She's now made 4 straight free throws. She's 5 for 7 on the afternoon. It'll go back to the Surge. Well, the impressions I get today are that the Surge had a rough game. They'll be back. They'll bounce back without a problem. McGee fires up a 3, well short. And Moten grabs the tipped rebound into the front court. McGee runs it down. Good play defensively. Here's
Good job by the
down
Surge.
lane. She'll take it herself with the left
Still
hand.
playing hard.
McGee has had
Gotta
a
hand it
nice
to
day.
them. Great job by the Surge. True professionals here.
She has 11. Underneath is
But it's a lot of Glow.
For Wisconsin. They just don't give up. They don't relent. This Wisconsin Glow team is very, very good and very talented.
And very deep.
McGee now, left side. Down the lane with the right hand. No good. She's fouled. She'll go back to the free throw line. Kayla McGee. A very good game. Number 4, Kelly Moten called with the foul, her second. We're going to get a timeout on the floor here with 2:34 to play. Wisconsin leads 103-66. So Nakia Bell, let's give you the stats on her. Nakia Bell from St. Louis played 4 years at Incarnate Word. She was ranked a top 100 prospect by ProspectsNation.com after averaging double figures in 3 out of her 4 seasons at Incarnate Word. 1,200 career points for the Incarnate Word Red Devils, 3 state championships. Her record, while there, was 114-11. First team All-State selection her junior and senior year. She went on to play 1 year at Iowa State. And then went to SIUE, averaged 8.8 points per game her senior year. Really had an issue with injuries her last couple of years at SIUE. Or she would have put up better numbers. Nagging injuries with her knees and her ankles, I believe, if I remember that correctly. She has 250 career assists with the Cougars. 10th player in school history to pass 100 career threes. And she's ranked 4th all-time in SIUE history with 160. That's Nakia Bell, who's had a nice second half here today. 3 points for the Surge, all on 3-point baskets. So she's getting a lot of playing time and a lot of exposure here at the professional ranks here today. So McGee will go back to the free throw line for St. Louis, and it's as I've said many times so far, just a rough afternoon for the Surge. You got to hand it to Wisconsin. They really came in firing on all cylinders. They shot 64% the first half from the field. So give credit where credit's due. McGee misses both there. And Moten will bring it into the front court for Wisconsin. Guarded by McGee, hands it off to LeClaire. LeClaire, left wing. Foul called on Michaela McGee. That's McGee's 4th. It'll be inbounded by Bronson near side for Wisconsin. This is Koskowitz now to LeClaire. Nice move. She takes it straight to the basket. What a move by Allie LeClaire. LeClaire, the 5'10" guard from Wisconsin Green Bay. She brings it into the front court. She played overseas in Ireland this past year. Bounce pass off of Trey Brooks. Oh, no. Wow. All right. We'll take it. Surge basketball. That ball clearly off of Trey Brooks. But it'll go to the Surge with 1:54 to play. 105-66, Wisconsin. Nakia Bell into the front court. Slowly dribbles between between the legs now, guarded by LeClaire. Now dribbles with the left hand far side. To Laramie, top of the key. Laramie to Lerma. Lerma back to McGee. McGee now will pull up from about 18. No good. Rebound Moten. Boy, the shortest player in that group was Kelly Moten. She came down with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Bronson. Off her hands goes back to St. Louis. The cool thing about playing games here at Washington University is the history. They've got a lot of banners. Wash U volleyball program is successful. A great basketball program, both men's and women's. Some national championship banners on display. One of the great basketball programs in the area. D3, Washington University. They have a fantastic and rich tradition. I've had the pleasure of doing some public address here a few times over the last several years. Nakia Bell! That's 2. It's not a 3, but she's now in double figures with 11. I've had the pleasure of sitting in this building and doing Washington University games, handling public address for their men's and women's basketball programs. And there's an offensive foul called on Bronson.
Locally for us, we've got some kids going to the St. Louis area for basketball next year. Natalie McNeil, the GMC Player of the Year, will be going to St. Louis University. And Grace Beyer from McWanago is going to a pharmacy school in St. Louis. I don't have the name of it in front of me, but they're both headed to St. Louis Grace actually will be there this coming year, and then Natalie will have her senior year at Germantown, and then heading to St. Louis University for basketball. Division I basketball at St. Louis University.
There's a foul surge. Michaela McGee to the free throw line. She just ran into about 4. They could have called a foul on 4 Wisconsin Glow players right there. And I think Koskowitz is the one who gets called. Second foul on Koskowitz, so McGee back to the free throw line. 105-68 the score. This is now the 12th free throw being shot here by Michaela McGee. 12 from the line for McGee. LeClaire into the front court, and we're about done here at Wash U. LeClaire on the baseline finds Koskowitz off the glass and good. Koskowitz for 2. Under 5 to play. 107-70 is the score. Bell to Lerma. Lerma for 3 at the buzzer. No good.
107.
And the finals.
107-70 is your final. Wisconsin Glow with a 37-point victory over the St. Louis Surge. We're going to see if we can get Jolene Anderson in postgame. You're watching Glow Basketball on St. Louis Surge Basketball Network.
Butler had 6, none after the first quarter. Brittany Carter only 5 points today. Sydney Bauman had 2 for the Surge. Nikki Gilday had 11 points as well. Michaela McGee had 8 points at the free throw line, 13 overall, and she led the way for St. Louis. But the Surge ran into a buzzsaw here today. The Wisconsin Glow, 107. St. Louis Surge, 70. Hey, remember, the Surge have a weekend doubleheader in 2 weeks. They play June 29th they played June 29th right back here at 3:05. And then on Sunday, June 30th, right back here at 3:05. For tickets, go to metrotixcot.com. If you want to watch this game again, you can go to stlsurgebasketball.com. We thank our friends at Rare Gem Productions, who do such a great job filming today's action. And we thank Siteman Cancer Center, who was the presenting sponsor of Power Up Pink and our cancer awareness game. My name's Randy Molman. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. We will be back here on June 29th for the Power Up Pink game and more Surge basketball here from Washington University. Until then, so long, everybody.
W7 back live. Final score: your Wisconsin Glow 107 and St. Louis Surge 70. Jolene Anderson led all scorers in points. We're trying to see if we can get her on the line. We'll try for a couple more minutes and then we'll sign off if we can't get her. But we'll for sure see her tomorrow as the Glow take on Indianapolis tomorrow, 3 o'clock. His tip off. It's Father's Day tomorrow. Bring Dad to the Glow. Dads get in free with the purchase of another ticket. And first 500 actually get koozies as well, canned koozies. So come out for that. The pregame is fantastic. The whole production is it's a great show. Come and join us. We'll be right back. Hey, do you want to give her your phone and just click that second link and it should be able to get right on it if it works. Okay. So we are going to get Jolene Anderson. We may just get her by audio. We'll see. Give us just a second to get her on the line, and we'll be right back. You're watching Glow Basketball. Testing. 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 Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, unfortunately, we were not able to get a signal in St. Louis, internet signal in the facility there. So we're going to close it here. We'll see if we can get Jolene and post it after we get a chance to talk with her. Final score 107-70. Your Glow by 37. Reminder tomorrow, 3 o'clock tip off for Wisconsin Glow hosting Indianapolis Bandits. It'll be Father's Day. Dads get in free with the purchase of another paid ticket. We'll look forward to seeing you then. You have been watching Wisconsin Glow basketball. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock against Indianapolis Bandits on W7 Live.